Hi everyone, I'm Gia and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then hi. I usually make educational and study related content. Now I don't want to waste your time because abhi aap 10th mein ho and you have less than 1 month left for your board exam. Don't take tension, it's all going to be fine. But yeah, let's get started with today and a very important video, how to utilize your gap days. Now this is not just any video how to utilize your gap days. We're going to analyze your timetable, see how many gap days you have and then tell you what you have to do. So your आपका फर्स्ट एग्जाम है इंग्लिश विच इज ऑन 15 February. तो आई वुड से start studying English properly because I know many of you wouldn't have touched English, would have ignored English subject, but now you have less than 1 month. Start going through every chapter, read it properly, do PYQs. If you want to see a revision strategy, I made so many revision strategy videos, so check them out. Okay, so start English now, and because you don't have gap days, you will tend to neglect the subject. Okay, so don't do that. Start English, finish your English portions by at least 8th February and keep 1 week for revision. Because remember, this 1 week is not only going to be for English, but I'm sure you guys will study other subjects also like science, social and things like that. Okay, so you have to do English. Now you don't have any gap days, like proper gap days for English, but your next exam after English, your proper exam will be science. Now science is on 20th February, which is good because you have 4 days after your English exam. Now मैंने क्या किया, after my exam I used to come back home and sleep, right? I used to check answers to my paper because I wanted to know कि where did I make mistake, and after that I just used to sleep. I wouldn't study the next subject on that day itself because हमारे time में longer gap days थे. But you can do that after your English exam. Okay, if now how to go about science in these 4 days. But before we go about science, let's see when your next exam is. So your next exam is on 22nd. If you have Sanskrit or French. Now, अगर आप Sanskrit or French student हो, then you have only 1 day gap between science and your subject. So I would say in your gap day, study Sanskrit and French also, but give more importance to science. Okay. Now, science के लिए you have say 4 days. First day, you have to do your tough chapters that you're not good at. Second day, first half is tough chapters. Second half, what do? You do chapters you know properly. आपको अच्छे से पता है. Third day, all chapters, PYQ, revision, go through your short notes, everything. Fourth day, only do sample papers. And if you've made any mistakes in your previous exams, go through those. Now, I would say don't stay awake till too late in the night. Sleep by 11 o'clock. Maximum 11 o'clock, go to bed. Don't, stay awake till too late on the 4th day. So, yeah, start with tough chapters. Go to simpler chapters that you know well. Go through PYQs and do sample papers. And sleep early on that. Now, French and Sanskrit, जैसे मैंने बोला, you don't have much time. You only have 1 day gap. So you should have studied with science. And that 1 full day, I'd say after your science exam is also done, 20th, आपको घर आके पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा. You have to study, you can't sleep. Right? So focus on that. Focus on your Sanskrit and French immediately. Now the problem is, 25th को आपका वापस social science आ जाता है. That means science, social science, उसके बीच में French and Sanskrit, if you're a language subject. And if you're not a Sanskrit or French student, then उसके बाद सीधा you have your Tamil, Marathi, Gujarati, right? So I would say is immediately after you come back from your science exam, if you're a French and Sanskrit student, study for that. Otherwise, start studying for social studies and study your second language, या Hindi, Tamil, Bengali, Marathi, side by side. Social में there are 21 chapters. Okay, lots of chapters, lots to go through. So I will say आप अभी list बनाओ. These are my strong chapters. These are my weak chapters. These are chapters that I will study but I will forget easily. So on day 1, first priority, you will do hard chapters. Okay. Second day, you will do easy chapters. Third day, you do chapters that you forget easily, ताकि आप याद रख सकते हो next day in your exam. Now on third day, you will also go through all those minerals chapters, geography में all those minute details so that you don't forget. Abhi say you create short forms for all of those because questions like those come often. Okay. So start with hard chapters, simple chapters, then do chapters that you forget easily. Fourth day, keep for sample papers, PYQs, your mistakes that you made in previous exams. Like I said, 27th, 28th को you have your Hindi, Marathi, all these languages. So along with social studies, आपको पढ़ना पड़ेगा. Then you have a very long gap. So your social studies exam is on, और your language exam Hindi ends on 28th February. उसके बाद आपको 10th March को maths है. You are very lucky if you are weak at maths or even if you're strong in maths because you get around 11-12 days to do your entire chapter. आप हर एक दिन एक chapter भी कर सकते हो at this rate. Okay, so how you go about it is you do your NCERT first, Then you move on to your exemplar. Then you do any kind of guidebook. I will say sample papers, PYQs are the best, or you go to CBSE academic website, or you use the book that I have been recommending, which is a very good option, by the way. It's the Prayas book. These are all expected questions by, of course, Digrat sir, Prashant Bhaiya. It comes from math, science, English, and social studies. This book has a 21-day challenge, which is perfect time for you guys now, because आपके पास less than 30 days है. So you get like of course all the expected questions के papers, a letter from them. Best part is you can score yourself. So there's a proper scoring sheet and a very detailed solution book, okay? With maps also it comes. So I will definitely suggest you guys to use this book for revision. So you are very, very lucky because you have so many days for mathematics. You can practice every day and you can score 100 on 100 in mathematics or mathematics basics. I've told you the steps to go by it. Obviously, hard chapters, easy chapters, back to hard chapter. This is your thing. Hard chapter, easy chapter, back to hard chapter for mathematics. Then you have your last exam, that is computer application. Okay, by the way, if you're a 5-subject student, then your exams khatam, you can go enjoy, you can go on a vacation, you can do a break, you can learn a new skill. But if you have a 5th, 6th subject, then you have computer application, information technology, artificial intelligence. Now you are again very lucky because you have 8 days for this paper and it's only a 50-mark paper. So again, I will say that for things like this, it's mostly theory now. So just keep the things that are hard to remember throughout the, towards the end part of it, but don't keep it just one day before, because you might not be able to learn up the whole thing. So what I will say is, now that you have the time, you create a list for every subject. These are hard chapters, chapters that I find hard. These are simple chapters. These are chapters that okay, but very hard to remember. And you use this schedule when your board exams happen, because then you won't have time to prepare things like this. So yeah, guys, I would say it's more of a personalized schedule, but these are just some general tips and tricks that I followed. So all the best. Don't take tension. It is just an examination. All these marks don't really matter, like my 99.8%. Let me be honest, it didn't matter anywhere. I just got like certificates and of course I got recognition, but sab bhul jate hai, right? The next batch will come, next batch will score, everyone will forget this. So don't take stress, try your best to do your best. But at the end of the day, it's okay, right? So all the best. Keep working hard, keep working smart, and bye. Stay tuned for the next video.